Welcome back to Old Charles. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins, and our spotlight is on a classic, the United Kingdom 10 new pence coin from 1969. Is it just pocket change, or could it be worth more than you think? Let's find out. The year was 1969, just 2 years before the UK switched to decimal currency in 1971. But ahead of full decimalization, the Royal Mint began issuing new coins, including the 10 new pence coin. It was part of a national push to modernize the currency system and make it easier for the public and businesses. Before decimalization, Britain used a system of pounds, shillings, and pence, quite complex compared to today's standards. 1 shilling was worth 12 old pence, and a pound was 20 shillings. The introduction of the 10 new pence coin helped bridge the gap during this currency transition. It was equivalent to 2 old shillings, making it familiar to the public while preparing them for a new era. The 1969 10 new pence coin was struck in copper nickel, a combination of copper and nickel, giving it a bright silver appearance. It measured 28.5 mm in diameter, larger than the current 10p coins in circulation today. On the obverse side, it featured the crowned profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used on coins from 1968 to 1984 and is one of the most recognizable royal profiles in UK coinage. On the reverse, we see the image of a majestic lion passant guard ant, a traditional symbol of British royalty and strength. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a key figure in the redesign of Britain's decimal coins. In terms of mintage, the 1969 10 new pence was not particularly rare. Over 133 million coins were produced, meaning it's quite common to find, especially in older collections or among vintage UK coins. However, since the larger version of the 10p was demonetized in 1993, these coins are no longer legal tender. That means you can't spend them in shops, but that hasn't stopped collectors from hunting for them. When it comes to value, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS, or uncirculated. A circulated 1969 10 new pence coin in average condition is worth around £0.20 to £1 GBP, or around $0.25 to $1.25 USD. In extremely fine, EF, condition, it can be valued between £2 to £5 GBP. And in brilliant uncirculated, BU, or proof condition, collectors might pay £10 to £20 GBP or even more, especially if it's an original Royal Mint packaging. If your coin has scratches, wear, or damage, the value drops. But if it's shiny and well-preserved, you might be holding a desirable piece of British history. If you're looking to collect or sell one of these coins, here are a few tips. Store it in a coin capsule or album to protect from air and moisture. Avoid cleaning it, that can decrease its value. Look for original packaging or sets from the Royal Mint, they increase collector interest. And if you have a large collection, consider getting them professionally graded by services like NGC or PCGS. So, what's the final word? The 1969 UK 10 new pence coin isn't rare, but in great condition, it holds value beyond its face. For collectors, it's a nostalgic piece of Britain's decimal history and a reminder of the coinage evolution. The story of the 1969 10 new pence coin begins with a major transformation in British currency, the switch from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the modern decimal system. Before 1971, British currency was notoriously complicated. £1 equals 20 shillings, 1 shilling equals 12 pence, so £1 equals 240 old pence. In the mid-1960s, the British government decided to simplify things. The goal was to introduce a decimal system where £1 equals 100 new pence, making calculations and everyday transactions much easier. To prepare the public for this major change, new coins were introduced before full decimalization. One of the first was the 10 new pence coin, launched in 1968, followed by the 1969 issue, the focus of our video today. This coin was meant to replace the old 2 shilling piece, and it was identical in size and value to help with the transition. In fact, during the changeover, both coins circulated side by side. The 1969 10 new pence was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and it carried her portrait on the obverse side. It was minted by the Royal Mint, which was producing millions of coins in preparation for Decimal Day, February 15, 1971, the day when Britain officially switched to the new system. The early 10p coins, including the 1969 version, were larger and heavier than the ones we see today. They remained in circulation until 1993, when the UK introduced a smaller 10p coin, and the large versions like the 1969 piece were demonetized. meaning they were no longer legal tender. Still, these coins hold a special place in British history. They represent a turning point in the UK's monetary system, a moment when tradition gave way to modernization. And for collectors, the 1969 10 new pence coin is a nostalgic piece of decimal coinage history. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The value of your 1969 10 new pence coin depends heavily on how well it's been preserved over the years. Coins are graded based on their physical state, and even small differences in wear or damage can greatly affect their value. Let's go through the most common condition categories collectors use. These coins were only lightly used and may have just a few small scratches. All details are sharp and fully visible. Value: around £2 to £5 GBP depending on demand. These coins were never used in circulation. They still have their original shine and mint luster. There are no scratches or signs of handling. Value: £10 to £20 GBP, sometimes more if in a Royal Mint set. These are specially made for collectors, not for spending. They have a mirror-like finish with frosted designs, very rare for 1969 unless from a collector set. Value can be £25 plus GBP, especially if an original case with certificate. Avoid cleaning your coin, even with soap or a cloth. Cleaning can damage the surface and drastically reduce its value. If your coin looks dull or dirty, it's better to keep it in original condition. Also, if you suspect your coin is in high-grade condition, you might want to have it professionally graded by a third-party service like NGC or PCGS to get an official certification. So, take a close look at your 1969 10 new pence coin. Is it a worn pocket piece or a hidden gem in mint condition? The answer could make all the difference. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the United Kingdom 10 new pence coin from 1974. Is it just a piece of pocket change, or could it be worth more than you think? Let's find out. The 10 new pence coin was part of the UK's move towards decimalisation, which officially began on February 15, 1971, also known as Decimal Day. Before that, the British currency system used pounds, shillings, and pence, a system that dated back centuries. But by the 1970s, it was time for change. The 1974 10 new pence was part of the first generation of decimal coins, replacing the old florin or 2-shilling coin. It was minted in copper nickel, with a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. On the obverse side, we see the crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a familiar image seen on many British coins of the era. On the reverse, we have a crowned lion, representing the strength of England. This design was by Christopher Ironside, a famous British coin designer. The coin had a diameter of 28.5 mm and weighed 11.31 grams, much larger than the 10p coins in circulation today. That's because in 1992, the Royal Mint downsized the 10p to its current, smaller version. In 1974, over 336 million 10 new pence coins were minted. Oh yes, it's not a rare coin by mintage numbers. But its value can still surprise you, depending on its condition, errors, and collector demand. Let's talk about that next. So, how much is a 1974 10 new pence coin worth today? Here's a breakdown by condition. If your coin has visible signs of wear, maybe it was in a pocket for decades, its value is typically around £0.10 to £0.30 in the UK. In international markets, it might fetch up to $1 USD, especially for vintage collectors. Coins with moderate wear and strong visible details can sell for around £0.50 to £1.00, or up to $2 USD if well preserved. If the coin has nearly full detail and just minor wear, values range from £1.50 to £3 GBP, or $3, $5 USD. Now this is where it gets interesting. Coins in mint state with no signs of wear can sell £4.5 to £10 GBP, or even more if graded professionally. Graded coins ***, like those certified by NGC or PCGS, in top mint state, MS65+, condition can fetch $20 or more, especially from international collectors or coin auctions. Some 1974 10 new pence coins are sought after not just for their age, But for rare minting errors, keep an eye out. FO off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned reading, or planchet errors. These rare errors can push the value as high as $50 to $100, depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. You can sell or buy the 1974 10 new pence coin on eBay UK or eBay International ***, Numista Marketplace ***, local coin dealers or fairs ***, Facebook coin collector groups ***. Just remember to compare prices and check the condition before buying or selling. Professional grading might help if your coin is in top condition. So, is the 1974 10 new pence coin a hidden treasure if it's a well-worn coin? Probably not. It's worth about face value or slightly more. But if you've got a coin in brilliant condition, or one with a minting error, it could definitely bring you a tidy little profit. And even if it isn't worth a fortune, it's a beautiful piece of UK coin history. Celebrating a major shift in British currency, the 10 new pence coin was introduced as part of the decimalisation of British currency. A monumental change that took place in the United Kingdom in 1971. Before 1971, the UK used the pre-decimal system, where £1 was divided into 20 shillings. Each shilling was 12 pence, so £1 equals 240 pence. This system had been in place for centuries and was complicated, especially for calculations in daily life. On 15 February 1971, known as Decimal Day, the British government replaced the old currency with a simpler decimal system, where £1 equals 100 new pence. The 10 new pence ** was introduced as a direct replacement for the old 2 shillings, florin. Both coins had the same size, weight, and value, which made the transition easier for the public. The 1974 10 new pence coin continued the design first introduced in 1968, 3 years before full decimalisation. Features the crowned portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This iconic image was used on UK coins from 1968 to 1984. The inscription reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1974 inch ***, Latin for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, shows a crowned lion, a symbol of England's strength and monarchy. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the Royal Mint's designer. The inscription reads, New Pence 10, Metal ***, Copper Nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, Weight ***, 11.31 grams diameter ***, 28.5 millimeters edge ***, milled, reeded edge. This larger version of the 10p coin remained in circulation from 1968 to 1992, after which it was replaced by a smaller-sized 10p coin. Although the coin continued in circulation, the term new pence was dropped after 1981. From 1982 onward, the wording changed to simply 10 pence, as the public was already familiar with the decimal system. In 1992, the Royal Mint officially reduced the size of the 10p coin, making the old larger coins like the 1974 version demonetized in 1993, meaning they are no longer legal tender for spending, but they remain popular with collectors today. Even though the 1974 10p coin was minted in large numbers, over 336 million, many people still keep it for nostalgia ***, or because it was part of the first wave of decimal coins that changed the UK's currency forever. The condition of a coin plays a major role in determining its collector value. Coin collectors, also called numismatists, use grading terms to describe the amount of wear, detail, and shine a coin still has. Coin is heavily worn. Most details are faded or hard to read. Edge may be smooth. Face value or pound 0.10 to 20 pence GBP. Who collects it? ***, usually not collected unless it's a rare date or has a mint error. Coin has moderate wear. Main design and lettering are visible but worn down. Value ***, around pound 0.25 to 50 pence GBP, or about $0.50 USD. Collector tip ***, commonly found in old jars or mixed coin lots. Design shows moderate detail. Light wear on raised areas. Queen's portrait and lion still sharp. Value ***, up to pound 0.75 to 1 pound GBP, or $1 to $2 USD. Minimal wear, with most of the original detail present. Crown, mane of lion, and queen's hair are well defined. Value ***, pound 1.50 to 3 pounds GBP, or $2 to $4 USD.